I just got home to find a car parked on my drive plugged into my charger. I don't even know where to start. So I just got home after being away for the weekend. We pulled into our street, tired and ready to drop, only to find that some absolute clown, had parked their car on my private driveway and plugged it into my EV charger. Like it's a bloody public charging station. Gates were open. Car just sat there like it belonged. My wife stared at it for a good 10 seconds before saying, "Is that your car?" Because we genuinely had no idea who it belonged to. White Tesla, no note, nothing. Just sat there sucking down my electricity like it was owed. I checked the charger. Car had been there for maybe 45 minutes, sitting at 8% when it started. I cut the power at the wall immediately. Their cable was still attached, and because there's no power, it's now locked to the box. That's default behavior on my unit. I locked the gates and stood there wondering what kind of entitled lunatic parks in someone else's driveway to charge their car. In Cambridge, UK, if that matters. My own car is now parked down the street because there's no room on my actual property. I'm literally paying for a prepaid parking ticket to park my car on the road, while someone else is parked on my drive, using my charger. Do I report this to the police as theft? I mean, technically, that is theft, right? Abstracting electricity. It's not the money, it's like £1 worth of charge. It's the principle. They opened my gate, rolled in like they lived here, and helped themselves. I've locked the gates and they're going to have to ring the bell or call the police when they come back. I've already decided if they want out, they're going to have to explain to someone why they're parked on my private property using my electricity without asking. Also, I'm now wondering if this is the first time they've done this. The house was empty for 6 months before we bought it. Maybe they've been using it for a while. The doorbell cam doesn't show the whole drive, but I'm going to check what I can. I'm definitely investing in extra security, possibly a lock or pin for the charger too. Honestly, I'm 205 centimeters tall and built like Giorgione Colombi. If they turn up and want to cause problems, I'm in the mood for it. But I think I'll make them talk to me through the Ring camera first. So I'm standing there in my own damn driveway, staring at a stranger's EV guzzling my electricity like it's his God-given right. Gates wide open. Cable plugged into my wall. I don't know whether to laugh, scream, or both. My charger app says the thing's been pulling juice for just under an hour, already eaten up about 8% worth of power. I'm not made of money. First move, I kill the power. Switch it off at the wall. The cable auto-locks to the box, safety feature when there's no power. Good. Now he's not just stealing electricity, he's stuck. Gates? Locked. Charger? Locked. Power? Off. I grab my phone and start checking the cameras. Unfortunately, my doorbell cam doesn't get a great view of the driveway, but my garage cam, thank God, shows the car wasn't there when we left Friday. So this happened sometime this afternoon. And now I'm fuming. I can't even park in my own driveway because some random asshole decided my property is a free pit stop. I'm on a prepaid parking ticket down the road while this jackass is off sipping lattes somewhere, probably thinking he's clever. I posted on a legal subreddit and got mixed advice. Some said just unplug it, no big deal. Others agreed it's theft, actual theft under the Theft Act. Not just the electricity, but trespassing and tampering with private property. One person had the gall to suggest I should unlock the gate and let them leave without consequence. Yeah, alright mate, and maybe I should polish their windshield too? I'm honestly tempted to leave the gates locked and wait. Let them come back and explain themselves. I've got a dog cam now pointed at the driveway in case they try anything shady. If they want their cable back, they can ring the doorbell like a grown-up. Hell, part of me hopes they get pissed and call the cops. I'd love to hear them explain how they broke onto someone's property to charge their car and are now upset they got locked in. At this point, it's no longer about the couple of quid in electricity. It's the principle. Someone saw a private driveway, a locked gate, and still thought, yeah, I'll park here. That's not ignorance. That's entitlement. I'm not letting this go. It was almost midnight when I saw movement on the dog cam. A guy, early 30s maybe, slim build, hoodie up, walks right through the gate like he owns the place, only to realize it's now locked. He's confused at first, pacing, checking the gate latch, then he tries yanking the charging cable. It won't budge. The power's off, remember? It's locked into my charger. I sit there watching him fumble, hoping he'll knock and try to talk like a normal person. Nope. He starts getting agitated. Whips out his phone, makes a call, then starts walking in circles like he's rehearsing some excuse. Classic guilty energy. Finally, he rings the bell. I answer through the intercom. You're trespassing. Care to explain why your car's been stealing my power all day? He goes, I didn't realize this was private. My GPS showed this as a public charging spot. Mate, come on. I'm not a bloody council lot. You climb through a gate. My charger is mounted to my house. There's literally a sign that says private drive. I tell him flat. You're not getting the cable back until the police get here. He starts huffing, raising his voice. It's just electricity, bro. No need to make this a big deal. No need? He used my home as his personal charging station and thought I'd just shrug it off? I remind him it's theft. Trespassing. Tampering. He scoffs, mutters something about calling his lawyer, then storms off. Leaves the car. It's still there, by the way. So now I've got a stranger's car locked in my driveway overnight, and I'm sitting here debating if I should just call a tow truck and let them deal with it. But I know how this stuff goes. He'll cry foul, say I damaged the car, try to flip the script. I'd rather have a clean paper trail. But I swear, if he tries anything else, I'm pressing charges. This wasn't a mistake. This was arrogance. And I'm done playing nice. Next morning, I hear shouting. I check the cam, he's back. This time with a woman, probably his girlfriend, and now they're both standing at the gate like it's open house day. She's waving her arms, yelling toward my window like I owe them an apology. I step out, phone in hand, already recording. Leave, I say. This is your last warning. You're trespassing again. She fires back, you're holding his car hostage. That's illegal. Illegal? The audacity. He parked a car in my driveway, jacked my electricity, twice, and now I'm the criminal? I point at the charger. That's my property. On my land. He forced it onto my cable, drained my power, and left it here like it's a parking lot. You're lucky I haven't had it towed. She scoffs. It's just electricity. You're being dramatic. Right? Because if I walked into their house, plugged in my phone, raided the fridge, and left without asking, I'm sure they'd call it no big deal. Then he tries to play peacemaker. Look, man, just give me the cable back. I'll move the car. We'll forget this ever happened. Nice try. That car's still dead. It didn't finish charging. And since I turned the power off, it's basically a brick. I tell him. You'll move it after the police arrive. Not before. I want this documented. They start pacing again, clearly panicking. She threatens to call a lawyer. I encourage her. Please do. I've got the footage ready to send. Eventually, they get in an Uber and leave. No apology. No remorse. Just angry looks like I wronged them. I lock the gate behind them again. 2 hours later, I file the police report, drop off the footage, and call a towing company just to be ready. If that car's still there tomorrow, it's getting yanked. This wasn't just entitled, it was calculated. And now I'm pissed enough to take it all the way. Next morning, I wake up to silence. No shouting. No idiots at the gate. I check the camera, car's still there. Untouched. They didn't even bother coming back. Maybe they thought I was bluffing. I wasn't. I call the tow truck I had on standby. They show up around 10 a.m. A big guy with a beard, sunglasses, and the look of someone who's seen 1,000 petty neighbor fights and doesn't care who started it. Electric car? He asks. Yup. Parked without permission. No key. It's bricked. He grins. Perfect. We rig it up. The guy has special gear for dead EVs, some kind of skates under the wheels. While he's working, I notice 2 people sprinting down the sidewalk. Him and her. Breathless. Panicked. He yells, "Wait, you can't tow that. That's private property." I just smile. Exactly. My private property. Tow guy barely blinks. "Sir, this vehicle's been parked without permission. I have documentation, and the owner of the property requested removal." Girlfriend starts recording. "You'll be sued. This is theft." Tow guy, calm as ever, "Feel free to tell the judge. Hope you brought popcorn." Car's on the truck in minutes. They stand there, shouting threats while it drives off. Then the best part, 2 hours later, I get a call from a real cop. Apparently, the guy tried to report the car as stolen. I send over all the footage, him parking it, plugging in without asking, sneaking back to try and recharge, bringing back up, and now falsely reporting it stolen. The officer on the phone? Not impressed with him. "You're good," she says. "You had every right. And now we're looking into filing charges for false reporting and trespassing." I hang up and let that settle in. This dude thought he could walk all over someone, treat their home like a free charging station, and walk away without consequence. Not anymore. You don't get to violate someone's space, drain their resources, and then cry foul when they fight back. He picked the wrong driveway. And now he gets to watch his little stunt spiral into legal hell. A few days go by and it's quiet. No car. No yelling. No smug couple trying to hijack my driveway. Honestly, it felt weird at first, like waiting for the next episode of a trashy reality show that suddenly got canceled mid-drama. But then I get a knock at the door. It's the guy. No girlfriend this time. He's holding a manila envelope, eyes downcast, like a kid being forced to apologize for throwing rocks. I wanted to settle this civilly. He hands me the envelope. Inside? A handwritten apology, pathetic, and a check for the towing fee plus $500 for any inconvenience. Now, I'm not naive. I ask, what's this really about? He sighs. They're pressing charges. False report, trespassing. I was told if I tried to resolve things and you didn't pursue it, maybe it could go away. Ah, there it is. Not remorse. Just desperation. I think for a second. I'm not a monster, but I'm also not a doormat. I say you leave me alone, never step on my property again, and I won't push for charges. But if I ever see you or your girlfriend near my house, I'll hand over everything to the DA and make popcorn. He nods so fast it's almost funny. Deal. He turns to leave, and just before he walks off, I can't help myself. You know, I say, it takes a special kind of stupid to think stealing electricity wouldn't blow up in your face. He doesn't respond. Just keeps walking. That night, I pour a drink and sit on the porch, watching the footage of the tow one more time. It never gets old, seeing someone who thought they could get away with being a leech get humbled hard. A few weeks later, I hear from a mutual friend that he broke up with the girlfriend. Apparently, she blamed him for everything. Said he should have just paid for a charger instead of being cheap and stupid. Guess she wasn't wrong. As for me, I installed a lockable cover on the outlet and added a private property. No parking, no charging, no exception sign with a friendly camera icon. No more freeloaders. No more drama. And the next time someone tries it, I've got a tow guy on speed dial and a story that still makes me smile.